you go.
The smile. Bless you.
Ready?
Yes, I think so. Ready
Today's-
as I'll be.
Oh, shit. Today's guest is Leah Greenland. Greenland? Yeah, that's how you say it, isn't it? Greenland. 6 months coaching with us at the Barbell Club. Former high-level gymnast. Taught gymnastics to kids. Fucking mint at backflips. Came to us with zero PT background. Absolutely smashed her interview and trial days. Now coaching clients to get stronger, leaner, healthier. What was the title I was supposed to give you? Because I wrote the questions. Sports therapist. And just launched her own studio for rehab and treatment. So for anyone who doesn't know you, who is Leah?
Oh, Leah is a very short, blonde girl. Yeah, I live in Spennymoor. Grew up with my mum and my nana, and pretty much was in high-level sports from the age of... I started at the age of 4, but got into really high level at around the age of 12. Sport was my whole life until I was 17. Went through a lot of turmoil with it, but really enjoyed it for the most part. And now I'm just pretty much very much into kind of helping others with any sort of injuries, with the health and fitness, and just love my friends and family. To brief it up, yeah.
Do you know her?
I know her.
Yeah.
Tiddles.
She's canny, and
She's sound.
She's sound, and she. By the way, you can jump in with anything you need to do.
Okay.
It just, yeah. Unless you want to answer.
No, you can go for it.
All right. So you were a high-level gymnast growing up. Like, how serious was it?
Pretty serious. It was my whole life, and it was my mum's whole life as well. So I would train about 5 times a week out of the 6. I would miss quite a bit of school to go training, so it'd be like a Tuesday morning. I would train before school, would miss school on a Friday afternoon, and was in Great Britain camps from, I think it was, I might get this wrong, but around the age of 12. Yeah, competed internationally with Great Britain, won a pretty few medals, but for the most part just enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a really good team around me as well, and I loved it. It was just one of those things where injuries get in the way towards the end, and it's like, what do you want to sacrifice, your happiness, your health, or just to kind of say, let's pack the handguards in now and move on to something bigger and better. So, yeah.
So, I mean, starting at 4, you've done it for 13 years.
Yeah.
Which is a long period of time for any sporting journey.
Feels like
really,
a different lifetime now, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty much my whole life for the whole of my childhood. Never seen many friends when I was a bairn or anything, so pretty little shell of myself when I was younger, which is why I think now when people say that I'm quite bright and bubbly, I'm like, I don't know where that come from. Because I was very, very shy when I was younger.
How did you feel when you actually stopped? Did you feel like you'd lost a part of your identity?
Yeah.
Did you have like an identity crisis?
Oh God, yeah. When I stopped, I was pretty much like, I think when your family praise you for something that you've done for so long, you feel very important. And it was like, oh, this is Leah, she does gymnastics. That would be the first thing that anyone would hear. Or if I would see like my dad and his friends, it would be like, oh, how's gymnastics going? So when I stopped, them questions would still come and I didn't have an answer for them anymore. Did feel very lost and kind of like lost the interest in like health and fitness as well, and very much started going into kind of like the party girl era, which was great.
I've seen some of your early Instagram photos.
Oh yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was a little bit tough, but my best friend, she used to do judo for Great Britain as well. She stopped pretty much around the same time as me, so we were very much there for each other through the bad and the good. And yeah, I'm here now. Found myself. We continue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is your friend a raver as well?
Yeah, she's coming with me this Friday. Of course she is.
Hey, where are you going?
Newcastle, going to see Ewan McVicker.
Who?
Ewan McVicker, he's Scottish, I think. Scottish DJ.
All right.
Yeah, you'll know his songs.
Well, I
Go
feel
for it.
Oh, it's a groove thing. It's got a funky swing.
No.
Tell me something good.
Look, that's what she does in the sessions when she puts something on.
You've got a canny little voice there and all.
Do I?
Yeah,
HDL, watch out.
Watch out, Sarah. He's going to have a battle in the session. Like a back-to-back.
Yeah.
So you also coached kids in gymnastics. Did that plant the seed for coaching later on?
Do you know what? Probably. I very much enjoyed the aspect of like passing on expertise on kids. I was very much in the recreational classes, so I wouldn't teach higher level gymnasts, which would have been something that I would have preferred to start off with. But obviously, you've got to kind of climb the ladder up to that. Yeah, I enjoyed the whole aspect of like making sure that they felt that they were cared for, not only in training, but also kind of when they come in a little bit like low, or if their confidence wasn't quite there because they couldn't get that forward roll on the beam. Like, I know what that feels like, because when I was their age, I actually wasn't picked out as one of the special ones. I was the loud, annoying one.
Right.
I know, shocked, very much like didn't listen to the teacher, would flip about everywhere, run around and stuff. So I think kind of working towards that was something that I more appreciated rather than the actual coaching aspect of do this and this is how you do it. It just wasn't really something that long term I was loving. Whereas when I was getting more into, obviously when I was at university, I was kind of like, maybe this is something that I can pass on a little bit now. So yeah, once I packed in with the gymnastics side of it, it was kind of just seeing where things went after that, and whatever I enjoyed. I just didn't know what that was going to be yet.
Until she say no, right?
There, me.
So what did gymnastics teach you at a young age that most people never learn?
God, a lot. Respect was one of the main things for me. I think in school, very, very respectful to like my peers and like any sort of person with authority. I was very scared to speak up, and that's kind of what coaches taught me as well. Teamwork was a massive thing, being there for each other. And then it's all of like the life skills. Like, I used to travel when I was younger, so I'd be away from home quite a lot. Packing, organising, time organisation skills, and like prioritising different things that I would have to do in a day. So obviously like a massive part of that would be making sure that I'd get enough sleep on a night, which not many kids really care about at my age. So I'd be like, right, I have to be in bed at 9 o'clock. I've got school the next day, making sure that everything was planned out ready, so that when it came to actually going to training, I was fully equipped mentally and physically to do the best I could in training. But yeah, I think one of the main things that I definitely took away was just pure respect, like making sure that I'd come across like professional and just like really understanding. I definitely grew up a lot quicker than a lot of kids my age, I think.
You've got the graft in you,
I do.
don't you?
Yeah.
You can tell that's rubbed off, I think, where like you get a lot done in your hours. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. It's just regimented, and there's no twisting, there's no whinging, there's no like or sitting about or like leaning up against a rack or anything like that. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You don't have your that, like me, fucking biggest pet hate in the world for any coach to do.
Yeah.
You don't have that going on.
It's funny how you say about leaning against the rack, because when we used to train, I wasn't allowed to sit down. So I don't, and I know sometimes when I sit down to write on the board, if someone changes or increases their weight, if I sit down for a second, I'm like, oh, I need to stand up. Because I know it doesn't come across well for when I was coaching, when I was training to other kids and parents.
Yeah.
So it's something that I very much carry on in here, like always stand up, moving about. So it's funny that you mentioned that, actually.
Yeah, but like it is, because I notice body language is over anybody, because like when I'm coaching, I'm fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And like I'll always pull my sleeves just up a slight touch bit,
Yeah.
because it shows that you're more involved as
Open,
well.
yeah.
Open, more involved, and that's why I always take the piss out of that. It's like, oh, it's hideous.
It's hideous.
I wouldn't care. We used to have hoodies with thumb holes in.
Really?
So like considering
Did we?
that's one of your biggest pet hates. Can you remember, Dan, the hoodies with the holes in we used to put our fingers through? No.
I think you just stuck two fucking holes in. Yeah.
I definitely did not.
I've never bought them with holes in.
Is your mic on, by the way?
Yeah.
Just checking. I can't see a light.
It is, man. Dan's the mic man.
Mine's got a light on mine, so's Leah's.
So
Yeah,
is
I can
mine
see
on the
your
other
light.
side, man. So be honest. How often do you want to tell our members their squat depth is nothing compared to a gymnast's?
I mean, to be honest, we didn't actually do that much like weightlifting and squatting when I was training. It was very much more like functional movements, lunges, free dumbbell stuff. My squat depth when I first started training after gymnastics was horrific, because we have a lot of load going through our ankles and stuff when we do tumbling. So my like actual ankle mobility was shocking. So that's something that I worked on when I went into uni, and I realised, because we used to palpate each other's joints. And people used to say, Lee, your ankles are so stiff. And I was like, oh, crap. So I used to go to the gym and work on that. But really, it doesn't really come to mind. It's more just kind of like from what I've learnt through coaching here and just coaching myself as well. It's just something where I won't really compare it to gymnastics, really, I'll be honest. We used to lift our heels up all the time. I was stiff as a brick. I was.
And that was the thing where he got you to do, wasn't it? A back
Yeah.
spot? Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and I think I did say I might need those little
Yeah, you did,
platforms
aye.
because my ankle mobility is shocking.
Yeah. She was honest about it, though.
I was, yeah.
So you'd never been a personal trainer before starting with us, which obviously sounds mental considering how good you are.
Thank you.
So what made you even apply if you'd never coached in a gym before?
Yeah, so obviously when I was going through uni, I got a PT qualification. I've always been into the gym since I kind of got that spark back after leaving gymnastics, because I knew that my health and fitness was kind of deteriorating a little bit. I was looking a little bit chubby and fluffy. Could have rolled me down a bowling alley. So yeah, obviously through uni and stuff, I was like, when you kind of graduate, you're in a little bit of a stiff point of like, what's next type thing. And I kind of wanted to just stay in the field of what I was qualified in and just see how things went. I'm very much like someone who's always been, this is what my next phase is. And I had a bit of advice from like friends and family of like, just go with it, see what happens. So yeah, I seen the Barbell Club online and stuff, and I was kind of like, oh, he seems quite sound at him. And it just seemed like a really nice place to work, to be honest, and I needed interview experience. I'd never, through other jobs that I'd done, obviously I kind of got into coaching through gymnastics, so I didn't need to be interviewed for that because they knew who I was. And with sports massage, obviously self-employed, can't really interview myself, so I was like, I'll go in, get some interview experience, and obviously if things don't work out, that's fine, I'll just keep going.
How long? So that was your first ever interview?
You were my first ever interview. Yeah.
Oh, she proper came on a whim, just, I'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think I said this to you in a session, wasn't it, where I was like, I didn't really have any expectations. I'd had like interviews for university and stuff, but never for an actual potential job role.
Jesus,
So
man.
that's why I texted you. I was like, do I need to wear like, do you want me to come in smart or sporty?
Yeah.
But yeah, I came in and I walked out and my mum was like, how was it? I was like, oh my God, loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't expect you to get back to us, to be honest, because of my lack of experience and stuff, but I'm glad you did.
We're glad you did.
Very glad you did.
Yeah. Do you know when you printed these off for his mum?
I didn't even check.
Oh, no.
Is it upside down?
No, there's a line through one of the...
It's like printed like...
Halfway.
Yeah.
Wait, I had to do that off an email. You put the other ones on PDF, so that's your fault.
I know, because it was being a dick. What was going through your head during the interview and the trial days? Oh, I've read it, yeah. So what was going through your head through the interview and the trial days?
Interesting. During the interview, I'll be honest, it was very much like fucking hell, he's chilled.
Right.
Like, it was quite nice, actually. It was a really good first interview. I was expecting very much to get grilled a little bit, but I felt very at ease, and it was kind of a nice way for me to kind of show off a little bit of what I've done, which was nice because I've never done that before. During the trial day, I was bricking it because I wanted to put off a good impression. I think I only did the night, so I met obviously the last two groups, and it was more just kind of thinking like, Leah, just be open, see what it's like, you know, show what you know and what you're about type thing, because obviously with me having a lack of experience, I knew I'd have to show a bit of personality type thing. So I'd say not much was necessarily run through my head, it was more just kind of like self-talk of like, show them what you've made of. Because my mum used to be like, don't downplay yourself all the time, because I don't want to act like I'm kind of showing off type thing. But she's like, don't downplay yourself, like show them what you've got, you know. They might actually think that you're a canny lass and you might get an opportunity. So it was a bit of self-talk going on in there, I think. Yeah.
You did the 9 o'clock as well.
Yes, I think that was after I did two. Did I do? Oh no, I did do the mornings as well, didn't I?
You'll have done the mornings and nights all in one day, I think.
Yeah, because I did a trial day for both.
That's right,
yeah.
Yeah, because I had a couple of years, and obviously it's like, where I actually jump into the session, some people find that quite intimidating, and you actually talked to us.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't trying to like get
Something
normal
out of this,
conversation out of you. And I think from a coach's perspective, that's what I'm looking for, someone who can just talk to anyone and you were straight in. It was like, whereas like prior it had been like, right, how can I get this person to talk?
Which you never want, do you?
Nah.
Yeah.
And then I was whispering to Steve. Remember Steve Little?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of her? She's G.
It's all right.
He agreed.
Oh,
You did
sure,
agree,
that's nice to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
anyway.
I mean, Lennon yesterday didn't even know you were the big guy.
That was a beaut. That was an absolute beaut. How long you been training for? What? Training or training here? Training here.
Is this while you were benching 27s?
No, it was while I was incline benching 45. and he was like,
For 8.
I was like, since it opened. And he like looked at us and went, that's a canny while in it. And I'm like, you do know I'm Ross's wife, don't you?
Bless him, man. His head just probably went straight over his head, hasn't it?
He said, I knew his wife was coming in, but I didn't know it was you. And I was thinking, well, which one did you think it was?
Julie.
What chance?
Bless him.
So when did you realise, okay, I can actually do this?
What coach here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, the first couple of sessions was with Dan, who's obviously left now. He was really, really knowledgeable, so I got as much out of him as I possibly could before he left. He was really encouraging as well, actually. Like I quite liked being with him because it was one of those things where he was really good at explaining everything. And at first that was a little bit intimidating because I was like, wow, his knowledge is like immaculate.
Yeah.
As I got kind of get myself in a little bit more as he took a step back, I kind of gauged my way of doing things in my own terms and noticed that people really like simple, like humoristic ways of learning how to kind of do a specific exercise.
Yeah.
So I think once I found my own way of coaching and knew that it was sticking with people and they were actually starting to pay attention and respect me a little bit, I was like, right, maybe my age, because I look very young as well, and I think some people who obviously might be a little bit older might think, how is she going to put up with us type thing. So I think as soon as I grasped their attention and they actually respected the way I was kind of passing forward knowledge, that was when I was like, maybe I've got a little bit of like a grasp of this now. And all of the clients are lovely as well, and I think I got along with them really, really quickly, which was like a nice thing because I thought if certain people aren't going to like me, I'm really like a little bit scared. Someone gives me the vibe that they not quite have the time of day for us, but everyone seemed really sound, so I was like, I think this is going to be all right, which was great.
What's the funniest like demo thing she said to you?
Oh my God, there's loads.
Because the one what comes to mind is where, remember when you squeeze your titties together for the lads?
Yeah. Remember when you were at school and you used to squeeze your titties together for the lads? Like that
So
one,
that's a
I
chest
was
fly, people.
howling.
Okay.
Like roll all the head extensions, spread your legs at the top.
That's what she was hitting at, how it spreads out.
Yeah.
Spread the legs at the top.
It works. Do you remember it though? You know.
The two.
And it makes them actually listen to you because I think sometimes they're all just chatting when you try to demo and it's like, God's sake, like, you know they're going to ask you, how do you do this?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, right, shush.
How many reps?
Listen.
How many reps?
How many reps? 8 for everything.
I suppose if you're talking away like this and like the coach is demonstrating and then you hear you fucking spread your legs, like what?
What? Yeah.
I like them little cues, like. So what do you genuinely love about coaching?
I think with the way coaching is here, obviously you see the same people every single day. I know every person inside out now. I know about what's going on in their personal life, if they're obviously like happy to share it. I feel like I like the idea of being able to cater the way I target certain goals of theirs specifically. So the way I'll kind of talk to someone, if I'm giving them kind of like a little cue or saying try and do this a different way, it'll be different to the way I'll coach somebody else. So it's being more specific to each person and like targeting the way you phrase things to each person differently. I'm really close with all my clients as well. Like we've all got a really good relationship, and I think it's just kind of building that deep foundation first. It makes them want to come in the gym. And it's like all of my clients now will come in and give me a hug. I had someone come in and bring me a coffee and a brownie the other day. Like it's just nice to feel like it's a job, but it's also like you're just coming in for a bit of crack. So It's a lovely job, I'll be honest. I'm not just licking up your ass.
Well, that's the next one. How important is the banter in your day-to-day coaching?
Massively, yeah. I think if you just stand there and kind of observe everyone doing their exercise and say, yeah, that'll do, it's like you're just showing absolutely no inkling for like what they're actually doing on that day, or like any sort of kind of giving them a grasp of like, oh, I'm important. If you're just kind of standing there observing, I like to go over and have like a little bit of crack with each person, see how the day's been, have a bit of a laugh, and I think that's what keeps them coming in. Because even if they can't be bothered to train, they can be bothered to come and show up and have a little bit of like the social aspect of it as well, which is good. So
there's no worse than a coach who's a mood hoover.
Like
if
a mood
hoover.
Yeah.
Like if they're miserable or they're not interactive, it's like it works both ways.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And I think as well sometimes that, like if I'm having a bit of a tired or like crap day, I'll come in and I'll see like Julie, for example, I look forward to seeing people because I know that they're going to lift my spirits a little bit as well. So it does work both ways, 100%, yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
I've never woke up in 14 years and thought, oh, I've got to come to work.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, Monday again.
Yeah.
I mean, I get excited for Mondays.
Happy
Like
Monday.
I do. I get excited, like, and it's not bullshit. Of course, I feel tired sometimes, and like, yeah, if I've been coaching, like when I've got loads of other things going on, and I've got to say cover a few people, it's fucking hard. But when you're in the session with them, it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's just good to torture people, isn't it? Yeah. So, who gives you the most stick-in sessions, and who can't handle it back?
Sticking sessions.
Dare.
I love you, darling. Never be you.
I don't give you any
I've got a couple, every person's different. I mean, Emily, she's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But I love her for it. Like,
Aye.
I think that's another reason why me and her are so close, because I think a lot of the time she will turn around and say, no, not doing that, but she knows she's getting it back as well, but she will deal with it. Like, got her on so many different machines that she never would have even batted an eyelid at before. So that's even rewarding for me as well, and I think it's good for her because she's pushing herself to do things that like necessarily she's not comfortable with. Kyle has my life every day, like shows up late, looks like he hates training but then comes in and you can tell like as soon as he starts he loves it. We have quite good crack back and forth as well. Yeah, there's loads of people who obviously just have my life every day, but it's reciprocated. They're all great.
So, can you hold your own with anyone?
Oh, all of them, man.
Yeah.
Why?
She can, like, can't she? So, what type of client do you love working with most?
Oh, that's so hard because I think like each group has such a big variety. I like that aspect that it's constantly different challenges in every single group. Like 9 o'clock is a good example. You know, Sarah, she's a pain, but at the end of the day, she's fucking strong. So I love like catering towards making sure that you're like lifting as heavy as you want. Not every day you'll walk in a session and see, you know, the average female, you know, benching 45 kilograms on an incline. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But then you'll turn around, you've got Jane over in the corner, won't stop talking. So I'm like, Jane, next set. I think it's like,
Jane.
She doesn't, like, literally doesn't come
does
up for
not
breath.
stop. And then, yeah, it's like,
she could literally talk underwater,
oh,
like.
she's non-stop, man. She'll be like literally hovering over whoever she's with as the benching. I'm like, Jane, take a step back, pet. Come on, for a second, then you can come back in. And then obviously, like I say, Julie as well. She's very much like, she doesn't like to push herself, but if you push her, she'll like kind of start to grasp the whole idea of, I do feel good for doing that now. So I haven't got a specific client that I like to coach because all of them are different, and that's what keeps it exciting as well. Yeah.
That's
They
good.
work pretty nicely, the groups, I think.
Yeah, I think if you had always the same like kind of client all the time, I think obviously younger days, like younger coaches, like years ago, everybody always wanted to train like sports athletes. Like they thought that would be their ideal client, but actually, like that's easy coaching then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I suppose when you're a true coach, you want to coach as many variations as possible of people,
Yeah,
really.
100%.
So do you prefer beginners who are nervous, or do you like the people who know everything? I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got really a preference. I think it's more rewarding when a beginner comes in and they're so shy, and like, you know, they're struggling to kind of talk to different people and stuff, and then by like the 4th week, maybe even sooner, for example, Helen, I've got to tell me and the rest of the group to fuck off every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know she came in really like a little bit worried and like uncertain about whether it would be her type of environment, and now she absolutely has everyone's and my life. So, and then obviously those people who do have a good bit of knowledge behind them and stuff, it's kind of like pushing them to get even better every single day. And some people get comfortable as well. They feel like they know a lot and they just kind of stay on like a plateau. It's pushing them to be like, no, you're not done yet. Keep pushing yourself. So not a preference really. I just enjoy anyone who walks through the door.
I think we asked you this one before. Like, what's something you've helped a client achieve recently that made you proud? So that was that we asked you a couple of months ago on them snippets, didn't we?
So it's soon to come.
Yeah, it's soon to come. Has
Yeah.
anything come yet?
Yeah, I mean, I think...
Hold on. I mean, your client did just win the strongman last week.
God knows how.
And he was early for it as well, you know.
I know. First time I've seen him walk through them doors first. Yeah, that's obviously brilliant. I mean, like pretty much his doing as well. He's a very, very strong lad, you know, and I think he enjoys heavy lifting and he's got a strong mindset when he puts himself into it. So, like, pat on the back to him. But I think I've built a lot of good relationships over the past couple of months, and I think a lot of people have came and said to me like the group dynamic's completely different since you've started, and obviously they've completely. Anyone who's been here prior to me as a coach, they've loved as well. They really have, and like they've gave them their praises. But I know that a couple of people have said like, I've never felt happier here since you've started, because the group feels more tight knit. Everyone feels a little bit more like they're there for each other. The banter's like really funny as well, and we all feel like a little family. So I think that's probably one of like the main things. But I mean, I've got a couple of clients who have hit loads of PBs lately, and I think that's just because they don't think they can do it until I actually just don't give them the option. I'm like, 2 more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michelle's doing really well. She's someone who when I first started, I was like, she's got so much potential. I don't know why she's not doing like a bit of a bulk yet, because she's so small like me. It's like, nah, let's get her in. And I mean, she's just done flat bench for 14s the other day, and I don't think she's done that with full range ever since I've started. So there's loads of little wins, but I think the main one is people feeling like it's just a completely different group, which is nice to hear.
That's a good one, that, like, isn't it? Give her like a £5 bonus this month.
What, not a massage robe?
Get her a Matty days there. Happy meal?
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, you've done that one. Oh, gymnastics strength. So, how has your gymnastics background helped you become a better weightlifting coach?
I think being a gymnast, every gymnast is different, but I know that I didn't necessarily do a lot of weightlifting. It was more circuit type conditioning. We were very much focused on like movement patterns, control, coordination. So I think I can kind of bring that into weightlifting a lot. Yeah, I think with gymnastics, it's very, very specific and it's very, very technique focused, which weightlifting is as well. A lot of people who weightlift very much like the ego part of it, you know, well, I'm lifting this much and I feel fucking for it.
That's going to be a snippet.
Yeah, great. Great. Yeah, I think when I first came here, obviously, like a lot of people didn't understand the whole aspect of like more range, more focus on technique is a lot more beneficial than actually doing 20s on a bench and getting about halfway down. Do you know what I mean? So just passing that kind of knowledge on, and then little things like there's always a different way to do a certain exercise where you can bring in other aspects of your body as well. So, for example, I'll always say if someone's doing a bicep curl, I'll kind of like prompt them to stand a certain way so that they're always engaging their core, making sure that they're not twisting their torso, because it's more functional for in like later life preventing falls. So it's like it's looking into kind of like the later parts of life as well, and just making sure that they're as functional as they can be when it comes to kind of getting a little bit older as well. So I think that's kind of where it comes in a little bit. But I've learnt a lot from both ways really. Weightlifting's taught me a lot that gymnastics didn't, and vice versa. The smile after.
Yeah. That's like me. That's like when I'm listening. It's like, okay, you're vended. Right now, I'll answer next question. That's me.
Okay, we're done. Got ya.
I'm still learning myself. So, what's one thing lifters could learn from gymnastics?
That's a good question. That's a hard question, that one. Yeah, I think it kind of like a little bit of a continuation on from my last answer. It's just like, you know, weight isn't everything. Like, focus on getting the movement right first, bringing in other aspects of kind of balance, coordination, focusing. For example, if we're doing a Bulgarian split squat, you know, don't need to be going down up in the space of a second. Control everything first, get as much mobility and like movement as you can, really feel that stretch in your joints first, and then control on the way up. Just those aspects of like really deep concentration on a movement pattern before the weight comes in. I think people want to just jump straight into like, oh, well, they're doing this and I'm doing body weight and I'm actually, well, they might be lifting that, but where you're starting from is going to be so much better in the long run. So any clients that I've had start from when I've started here, their form doesn't have to be prompted as much, because I feel like they've got their movement patterns down and their technique down to a T before that weight got introduced. So it's like cognitive overload type thing. I think that's probably where it's like movement first, then we can focus on the weights afterwards.
I suppose in gymnastics, if you don't get the movement right, you're gonna fucking really hurt yourself straight
100%,
away.
yeah.
Whereas I think with weightlifting, obviously we talk about risk of injury when people have got shit form, but it's not until the weights are getting up there, and it takes a while for them to get up there to a point where they're gonna hurt themselves.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think people become a lot more complacent about the form.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, in training stuff, obviously, certain days and stuff, we'd be very much doing like these crazy skills and things, but every Tuesday, for example, we would always have a session where we'd go straight back down to basics. Like, I don't remember a week in gymnastics where I never ever kind of was like, right, go on the beam, do some heel raises and walk along with your arms out straight. I mean, I could do it with my eyes closed, but it's like keeping those very fundamental things like you've learnt from your foundation in before you start doing them skills again. It's a constant reminder, and I think that's what weightlifting needs as well.
So, sports physio. Do you know what it is? I asked you for the thing, but I already printed off my questions. Sports physio.
Sports therapist.
Sports therapist.
Yeah.
So, a sports therapist, what made you go down that route?
Oh, so I used to have a lot of injuries when I was a gymnast. I think some gymnasts are blessed with the opportunity that they can just go throughout the whole career and have one or two. I think I used to be known as like the little pocket rocket, so very little flexibility, quite a lot of power. And the the downside of that was that kind of the way my maybe like tendons or muscles would react to quite a lot of load would be a lot tougher on my body and stuff. I went through a really, really serious injury when I was 11, I think. We had no idea what it was, but I heard just this massive pop in the back of my leg as I was running down the vault run. And then when I stood up, my leg was just dragging across the floor, and I was like, what is this? Obviously, you're so young, you just have no idea.
What is this?
I couldn't pick it up. And then, I went through MRIs and things, and I had an avulsion fracture of my ischial tuberosity, so my hamstring was practically that tight that it just yanked off a massive chunk of my bone. And the first thing we were kind of considering was surgery, but because I was so young, it was like risk-reward type thing. So I was actually introduced to a pretty similar type of professional, which was a sports therapist, performance therapist, and he changed my whole outlook on injuries. I think with gymnastics there's a very little bit of, it's a lot better now, but there was a lack of knowledge around the importance of injuries, preventing them and managing them when a gymnast was injured. Now it's a lot better. And the person that came to see me, he very much brought that into the gym. He would treat my injury, but he also treated me mentally as well. So he was there for me when sometimes I would feel a little bit like fear of getting re-injured. He'd be like, you're going to be fine. This is how it works. We'll do this. He was always ahead of the game with like those types of things. And I was like, I feel like he's treating me, not my injury. So I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to do the exact same thing that he's done for me for other people, because it literally changed my whole career. and I think I wouldn't have went as long as I did if he wasn't in the gym. So yeah, went into uni and went into a sports therapy degree, and they always reiterated we're always treating the person, not the injury, and that's something that I'll probably carry into whoever I treat like in the future. It was definitely him, yeah, 100%.
Right. Never treating the injury, treating the person.
Yeah. I think people, like coaches, used to see it as such a negative thing, but realistically, like, injuries are going to happen. It's not the end of the world. You will come back from them, and sometimes a lot of people do come back stronger because rehab focuses certain areas that you didn't even realise you had a deficit in, but coaches might have seen that as like, oh, another one. Whereas he brought that in of like, whilst this is happening, let's focus on something that, you know, something else that we might need to focus on whilst, you know, your hamstring's done in. Let's improve your shoulder mobility. So realistically, it's not a massively bad thing. So I think that's why I thought it was a brilliant profession to go down.
That must be where you've taken that from whenever, and now you keep telling me to give up on my squats. But when you're always like, you're going to be fine. You're always like pep talkers.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. You're not going to hurt yourself. I'm here.
Just
like
reassurance.
That reassurance.
Yeah.
That's where you've got that from, innit?
Massive. I never had that before he came in, but yeah, it massively helps mentally as well. Because like before, it used to be like my coaches would be like, oh God, she's hurt and she's in pain. Right, we'll have a day off and then we'll be back in tomorrow and you'll be fine. And it's almost like they were trying to convince themselves because they wanted me to continue so bad.
Yeah.
Whereas he was very much like, listen, this is how it works. We'll take a couple of days off. This is how your tissue's responding to like the load, so and so. Take a couple of days off and I'm sure everything is fine. And if not, we'll see how it goes. And you just need that sometimes, don't you? Rather than someone being a little bit like, what do we do?
I think there's a difference between how you say, you'll be fine, and someone like, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like there's, the way she says it is very different. I feel safe.
I'm a test it out gently. Like if someone says, I've got this, I'll be like, well, let's test it. Just test it out, body weight, whatever else. Test it. How does that feel? Okay, right, let's add stuff like that. And it's like, most people, it's psychological of what they can't do, but they generally can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
100%.
and that's how I've always done stuff like that.
It's like, I messaged her the other day about my back. I was like, oh, my back feels a bit iffy after doing squats today.
Oh, God.
Feels like it's going to go off. And I was like, I know you don't like the phrase go off, but hey. And then I got this message back and it was like explaining it's just going to be this. We just need to do a bit of this. We'll just see how it is after that. And I was like, okay.
At the bottom, it's not going to go off.
Book appointment here.
Yeah. Talk to the sports therapist.
Yeah. So what kind of issues do you typically treat?
So a lot of, at the minute, obviously it's predominantly just kind of people who come in because they kind of feel a little bit like stiff, lack of like range in certain areas. With training here and the clients that are coming in as a result of that, a lot of it's around the shoulder. Obviously some people are absolute monsters and they're benching 60 kilograms, for example, and you can get like shoulder impingement, any sort of like rotator cuff issues. So I'd say I see a lot of shoulder concerns. And then you'll get the odd people obviously who have like a lot of osteoarthritis, depending on what their age is and things like that. So kind of when they come on the bed, I'll just kind of promote a lot of circulation around the area to help the joint become a little bit more fluid. It does vary, but I'd say recently a lot of it's been quite a lot of shoulder and like scapular issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception people have about a sports massage?
I think people think that it's going to be an absolute torturous experience where they're going to come in smiling and then go out crying. Don't get me wrong, it's not the most comfortable experience, depending on...
Shouldn't be though.
No, yeah, it's not comfortable, but it's also not excruciating. So some people might come, if they've been at somebody else, and say like, God, I could not breathe when I was getting a massage. And it's like, you need to go off what that person wants out of the appointment. So I'll always say like, it should be sitting around this out of 10. If it gets any higher, let me know. Because the last thing we want is to be massaging someone and for them to instantly tense up. You're literally just completely reversing the effects of what you've just done initially in the appointment of improving circulation. So I think the main misconception would be that it's a torture chamber, that you walk out of feeling like you've like been in a fight. Obviously, it can be uncomfortable, but it's not meant to be unmanageable.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
It's brutal.
But
I always go out feeling like it's like, wow, like Leah's been at us again, but I do feel a lot better.
Yeah, but it should, you should feel it. That's it. I actually think it's the opposite of a misconception of a sports massage. Like, a lot of people think they need a sports massage when they've been at the gym twice or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And what they don't realise is a sports massage, I mean, it's sort of in the name, sports. And it's like, no, they're going there for a purpose. But some people just think, oh, it's just going to be a little bit of a harder massage. But it's like, no, it has a purpose.
100%.
And generally, a lot of people don't need that in a sense.
A lot of the time when people book in, I won't say, right, this is the type of treatment that I'm giving you. So obviously in my title, it'll say sports massage therapist, and underneath soft and deep tissue therapy as well. Some people come in thinking that they're getting a sports massage when really it's just a deep tissue massage. And then if they come in with a specific purpose, like a shoulder injury, then it will be a little bit more targeted towards that local area. But realistically, they're coming in and they're walking out feeling better, and that's the main goal. I think people like the idea of what a sports massage is because it sounds cool and professional.
Yeah.
But realistically, they might not necessarily need that specific massage because it's more localised to a specific joint or area. So I just won't say, I'm doing a sports massage today. I'll just say, you're getting a deep tissue massage. Might have some trigger point therapy in it. You never know.
Better way to frame it.
Yeah.
So is it just... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I think I started sports massage and now it's probably more just deep tissue because I've booked in with that every single month now.
Yeah.
For me maintenance. Because to me now it's not like, oh, I need it. It's like, I just need to maintain a better level of like...
Yeah, it's just preventative, isn't it? Which is the best thing to do, really.
I mean, even for me, like the hardest working man in the northeast, like I would I'd only get a deep tissue massage. Like I wouldn't want to like when I get a massage, like I always go medium to hard, and that does me. Like I don't feel as though I need a massage, like a sports massage. I mean, I don't know. Doctor, what do you think?
I mean, the way you move around the gym and stuff, everything looks pretty spot on. If you ever said that you had certain pain somewhere, or if like I was watching you around the gym and I could see, for example, if you would probably never do this, but like cable kickbacks, for example, and I could see that the range in your hip was a little bit...
I get my leg too high on
yeah,
them.
yeah, a little bit off, then maybe I'd be like, oh, you know, he's got a little bit of like lack of range in his hip, he'd benefit from this. But if you're happy and you feel healthy and your body doesn't feel like it's been in war, then that's fine. It depends on what people's goals are. Like for Sarah, if you wanting to continue training happily and feel, if it makes you feel more comfortable getting a monthly massage because it's good for this as well, then there's no harm in it. It's completely different for everybody and it benefits people in paramount of different ways.
So you've just opened up your own studio?
Thanks to you too.
So what you're offering from there?
Pardon?
So what are you offering with it?
Yeah, so at the minute it's strictly sports massage and deep tissue therapy at the minute. I am hoping to kind of expand because off the back of university I've got a degree in sports therapy, so that's anything from if someone came in with a specific like musculoskeletal injury specifically. If they came in with shoulder pain, I would assess that shoulder pain, potentially give a diagnosis or a differential diagnosis, and then treat and manage that over a period of time, whether that be 3 weeks or a year. That is something that I'm hoping to do within the next couple of weeks. I'm just obviously waiting on background things to get sorted first. But
background checks.
Background checks, yeah. But yeah, just basically having somebody come in for a certain reason, whether that be just because they want to feel a little bit more mobile, or if they've got a specific area of pain, and have them walking out feeling a bit floatier, is the best way of putting it. Floatier, lighter, happier.
So you're looking for, like, say, I don't know, like down the line, like people who are quite like, let's say a gymnast who's like really hurt something somewhere, but is wanting to get back on the mend to get back out there?
Yeah.
Like something like that?
Yeah, I think obviously the title sports therapist, a lot of people might think she's only catering towards people who obviously are very sporty or athletic, but I'm more than happy to have anyone of the general population come in, whether that's like a 9-to-5 desk job worker who's suffering from chronic neck pain, to a rugby player who's fell with an outstretched arm and hurt their shoulder from it. I can treat any sort of person and any sort of injury, as long as obviously they're happy for me too.
Nice. So, who should be booking in with you?
Everyone and their dog.
There's no dogs allowed in the studio,
Yeah.
is there?
Yeah, so anyone who feels like they would benefit from kind of just getting a general assessment. So if they've had issues for a couple of weeks to months, if something doesn't quite feel right, whether that be getting up on a morning and something feels stiff or sore and it's giving them jip or inhibiting their like activities of daily living, it completely depends on what they're feeling. They can always come in, have a little chat with me, because my appointments will always start with a very in-depth conversation about what their experiences are, what their day-to-day life's like, and then we go from there. There's never like a specific thing that I'll plan to do in a session until I've spoke to them. So yeah, anyone who feels like they'll benefit from kind of having a discussion about the way they're functioning, pretty much, yeah.
So how do you approach rehab differently from a standard lie down, I'll rub your back?
Yeah, so rehab to me is very much, again, holistic. Making sure that, let's say if there's a cooker, so someone who works in the kitchen coming in.
A cooker?
A
chef?
A chef, thank you. I was interested. Cooker,
giving you a jip.
A chef, thank you, Sarah. A chef coming in who obviously cooks in the kitchen. I'll let you have your moment. Are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
Who comes in and obviously feels like they might be suffering from some sort of like elbow pain. Obviously, you need to kind of understand what they do day in, day out to understand where that's coming from. A lot of people might hear the phrase like tennis elbow. That can come from somebody who is constantly like hammering a wall every day. It's repetitive movements. So rehabilitation is something that's catering towards them doing exercises or getting treatment that fits around their schedule. I don't want to bash anyone, but a lot of people might go and see a certain professional who might give them a sheet of the most generic exercises and say, right, go home, do that. But it's like, well, when and why? So I like to kind of give specific exercises and rehabilitation that looks at things that they might repeat in their daily life, whether that does mimic some sort of hammer type movements or so on and so forth. It just depends on them. And I just want to make it as easy as they can have it, so that they can go around their day and not feel like it's some sort of task, but just something that's going to help them get through their day-to-day life. If that makes sense, I think.
Yeah. And that's what you're looking to try and do, though, isn't it? Like you're wanting to do like within the gym setting as well, like like one obviously within the studio, but you want to take them on the gym floor, take them through movement patterns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think sometimes when people go and see specific professionals and they kind of get given like
just name them
a sheet, a sheet, and they just don't understand why they're doing it, and it's kind of like, well, there's no excitement in it. So it's find out what their interests are as well, what they enjoy doing. So if I am doing an assessment with someone, I will say like, what's your interests, what are your hobbies, and I will try and like incorporate that in the rehabilitation program, so that they feel like they're actually getting something out of it, and it's really personalised to them as well. That was something that I was taught in uni, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So why should someone trust you with their injury or recovery?
Look at me. I'm so sweet. Yeah, I think obviously there's so many people out there who've got loads and loads of knowledge and experience, and you can back them up by saying like, they're really good, go and see them. I think what sets me a little bit different to other people is that I've always been taught, again, to treat the person, not the injury, but also fully comprehensively understand them as a person first. I'm very involved in someone. I don't just have them come in as a number that I'll tick off on the sheet and send them out on the day. I like to fully understand somebody first, what their day-to-day life looks at and what they want to like kind of get out of a session. If I'm not meeting their expectations, I'm not happy. So I like to make sure that someone walks in, feel like they can walk out and think, I want to go and see her again. She gets me type thing. Because I've got the knowledge, you know, I've got the experience through university, but at the end of the day, you can't buy someone who doesn't have empathy for you as well and for like the situation that you're going through. So you're in safe hands, we'll just say.
She passed another interview there, hasn't she?
No, I agree. Though I said, Eve, from a coaching perspective, like I said, she gets us quite early on. I came home and I said, she gets us, and that's a lot. I'm a lot sometimes, but you get us, and that's And I said, I trust you with me, like obviously coaching me. So yeah,
which is nice.
It was inevitable that I was going to get a massage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now she can't leave, can she?
No.
Just fucking tie her up. Tie her up.
You're going to lock us in here, aren't
God, yeah. But you've got a bed.
Tie us to the bed.
See, why'd I buy her a bed? So what's the funniest thing that's happened coaching at the Barbell Club?
The funniest thing? Gosh, that's really hard to narrow down to one situation. Oh, God, Ross, I have no idea. There's funny things that happen every day. I had Emily have a resistance band round her ankle once and she was too busy chatting and it shot in her face. Yeah.
That would hurt.
Yeah, it was hilarious, I'll be honest, it was hilarious. Yeah, I think that there's not necessarily something that comes to mind instantly, but everyone's just... Why, they've all got their own little quirks, haven't they? We all have a good laugh every day, but no specific answer for that one.
What goes on every day, isn't there?
Yeah, you can't really specify that into one question because it's just like, you never know what you're going to walk into, really, do you? It's just mad.
Who's the most dramatic client when it comes to DOMs?
DOMs?
All right.
Probably Tyler. Oh,
big shout,
my
Tyler.
God, my legs. I think everyone else is pretty understand that they can just crack on. They haven't got a choice, to be honest. Yeah. I'll always make sure that they feel comfortable. It's like not excruciating for them to get through an exercise, but I wouldn't say anyone's that dramatic because realistically I don't put someone in a position where they're not going to be able to walk down the stairs because that's probably a little bit too much progressive loading too quickly. So everyone's pretty sound. To be fair, just Tyler will walk through the door with his vape being like, whoa, I've been through the bottles. His vape and his cookie and his milkshake.
Yeah.
Like, well, realistically, you're probably not going home and drinking your glass of milk, are you?
He's class.
Bless him.
Who thinks they train the hardest but absolutely does not?
These are really sad questions.
I know.
I don't want to out my clients like this. They're all hard workers.
Just say Sarah.
That's me on leg day.
Yeah.
Fucking legs. I'm working so hard.
You own it. You do own it, to be fair. No, I think everyone works really hard. I'm not even saying this like up their asses. Like, no one will show up in a day and not give them 100%, unless they're not feeling their best. But everyone's spot on.
If we move this table now, could you do a backflip?
Absolutely. No.
Absolutely
not.
Of course you could. Easy. She's only this big.
Yeah, but
I think it's more that way.
She's mint, man. Right.
Twitch 5 is shoot us up the wall.
So what do you love most about being at the Barbell Club?
The community aspect of it. I'll always, obviously I know we had someone come in yesterday, and I was trying to sell it to him as well, and I was just like, you don't feel like you're coming in to do a job, you feel like you're coming in to help out. Like, I would happily do this volunteering, not that you should. But no, I think as a employee, I feel very, very looked after, which is really nice. I've never necessarily felt really comfortable in that if something isn't quite right with myself or with other clients, I know you've got us 100%. And I think actually doing it as a job, it's just like the satisfaction levels that you get out of it. You feel like you're changing someone's life. And I think people who have maybe had that chronic dieting for so long as well, you feel like you can kind of shift their mindset a little bit out of that. I've got a specific outlook on dieting that if I can kind of pinpoint people having a similar outlook to me, I like to shift it away from that to make it like you're training because you want to feel good, not because you want to look good all the time. It's like that comes once the feel good factor comes in first. There's loads of things that I can mention, but I'd say like the way I feel coming in as a coach, how I'm so looked after and how I feel like I can pass that on to clients as well is the main thing.
What excites you most about the next 12 months?
Not knowing, I think. Like just kind of seeing how far I can take things, both in coaching and obviously with the therapy aspect of things. I never came into this thinking that my life would change like this. Like I walked in yesterday and sat up my room and it was like a dream. So it's just like you never know what to expect with used to, I think. Like you just jump straight into something if you can see potential in it, and I think that's obviously really exciting. And another great thing is that now that I fully understand and know my clients, I can't wait to see what they do and achieve the next couple of months as well. Obviously when you first start here it's getting to know them. Now I know them, it's like, right, let's see what happens. We've got the Villa coming up as well. I've never done anything like that before. I know obviously Joe's doing them online and things, and obviously you've got a couple of my clients as well, haven't you, online? So once that's kind of like done and settled as well, it'll be nice to see how far we can get them, which is good.
What excites you about the next 12 months?
Excites me about the next 12 months?
Doing a 60 kilogram back squat.
No.
Really? Nearly.
I did it, but my depth was shite. Next 12 months, I'm looking forward to the Villa. I think it's going to be a very different vibe this time. I'm looking forward to my diet and seeing if I actually do get shredded for my 40th. I'm also a bit nervous about it, even though it's ages away. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how you manage. One of your biggest challenges in the next 12 months is going to be the people who come off the shred, because you've got a lot of them, and it's reversing them out without letting them just fucking go right back to where they started. That is one of our biggest challenges, I think, as coaches, is stopping them from just being fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And then obviously where you focus on the person in front of you and reframing the mindset, I think you might actually stand a really good chance with some of them to not let them go totally back over.
Yeah.
Just dish the windpipe kicks out when they don't listen.
It's that all or nothing as well, isn't it? Like outlook on dieting as well, which is like one of the main things you hear. It's like, right, I've done it now, nothing's next, and it's just like all or nothing mindset of I'm going to eat as much as I want. So I think that'll be interesting. But I think I'll stand a good chance of maybe having a positive impact on some of them. Hopefully. We'll see.
You'll do well, man.
I think you will. You might end up with me. So, to be fair, good luck with that. I'm no bother, really.
Is it Joe who's got you at the minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where can people find you, book in for treatment, or come and train with you?
Yeah, so obviously if they want to come and train, it would be through the Barbell Club. On Instagram, you're on Facebook and everything as well, aren't you? All over social media, you're everywhere. Yeah, so obviously if anyone wanted to come and like kind of train with me, then it would be one of those things where you just can come in, see obviously who's available, what classes are available, and you have to kind of go from there. It's not really in my hands, is it, with people coming in and having a specific coach aligned to them. Not sure how that works, but
I have conversations with people when I'm on the phone. And sometimes I can just tell which group and which coach they would be best suited to. So yeah.
Great.
But if someone watched this and thought, I want to work with her, they can always mention your name on the phone. I'll be like, okay. Yeah. And if I can, I will.
And then double the price if they mentioned her.
Yeah.
Because they want to work with her specifically, do you know what I mean?
Yep, and then with the sports therapy massage aspect of things, at the minute I'm only on Instagram and Facebook as Leah's Sports Massage. That's going to be changing soon, hopefully. But yeah, anyone can feel free to message me on them socials, or my WhatsApp number will be on the bios as well, so that you can just drop me a message on there.
Well, cheers.
Yay! Do you want a full one? There you go.
You haven't even opened one.
I know.
Cheers,
Didn't have time to
everybody.
drink.